Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Jaya Jaya Sri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda Jaya Dvaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Jaya Jaya Sri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda Jaya Dvaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Krishna Prabhuji.
Thank you very much, Tapan Prabhu. Wonderful. Okay. So, who will
Please
go
forgive me
first?
if there is a mistake, Prabhuji.
I didn't get you, Prabhu.
Please forgive me if there is any mistake.
No. Absolutely fine. Okay. Thank you. So, who wants to give presentation first? Tapan Prabhu, want to go first?
Prabhu, I did not commit and prepare, Prabhu, so I'll probably listen from others.
Okay. Yes. Puja Khatari, you ready? Mataji? Puja Khatari, Mataji? Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Yeah, can you hear us, Mataji?
Yes, Prabhuji. Can I start the presentation, Prabhuji?
Yeah, please go ahead.
Can you give me the share screen option, Prabhuji?
Oh, you're not getting the share screen option? One moment. Okay, now can you check, Mataji? You may be getting option to share the screen.
Okay, show meeting time full screen. Where is video setting? Okay. Where is share screen option, Prabhuji? I forgot.
You'll find it on the screen.
Okay, here it is. Only participation. Okay. Yeah, I got it.
Okay, great, Mataji. Go ahead, please.
Yes. Okay. Can you see my screen, Prabhuji?
Only Srila Prabhupada is there. Nothing is there on the screen. Hare Krishna.
Okay. Okay. Give me a minute. My laptop is moving very slow, Mataji. I did share the screen.
It says Pooja Kataria Mataji has started the screen sharing, but not, we are not able to see.
It's not responding. I'll join in again, Prabhuji. It will close now.
Hare Krishna. Meanwhile, anybody ready? Is there anybody ready to present? Bharat Bhushan Prabhu, how about you?
Or
I've completed the hard
another
part.
option, Pooja Mataji can share the slides with me. I can share it for her. She can explain. Okay, looks like she got logged.
Sorry. Bharat Bhushan Prabhu, are you ready?
Also, like I have not completed it like fully. Like only half part is complete.
Okay, fine. So the sloka that you were presenting was 6th chapter 17th sloka, right?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Okay.
I see Pooja Mataji is back. She has rejoined.
Yeah, yes, Mataji. Can I do it?
Yeah. Mataji, you can do one thing. You can share that slides with me, that PPT with me on Zoom chat. I will share the screen for you and you can present if you want.
Okay. Is it visible now?
Says Pooja Kataria has. Now it is visible. Yes.
Now it's one. Yes.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Something happened in the Zoom. It collapsed itself, and then again it just came back. I don't know what happened.
It's okay. Yeah. Let's go ahead.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Mugam Karantu Vachalam Pangulam Tegri Yatke Pashe, Deshi Guru Dev Taram, Parmanam Manam, Shri Chaitanya Ishwar. Hare Krishna to all Matajis and Gurujis. Today I am doing my presentation, Hare Krishna. So today we are talking about Shloka 617 from Srimad Bhagavatam. Yes, this is the Shloka. And in this, it's pretty much clearly Srila Prabhupada, as it is told what Lord Krishna shared with us. Here, Lord Krishna is saying about yoga, yoga of yoga itself. Meaning is that we need to discipline ourselves and have a balance in our life. Okay, so how to balance and how to get discipline in our life to elevate in our Krishna consciousness. First is that we need to regulate our sleeping habits. Krishna just not said like we need to regulate our eating habits. Like if it also said that in yoga there is a common saying to control your life. There need to be two restrictions in yoga. Normally, whenever whoever learn yoga, they say one is that restrict your mouth and restrict your lower chakras. That is nothing but reproductive systems. If you just restrict these two things, you will have a enormous amount of controlling abilities, and you can understand much things better. And just right now, I was just seeing a YouTube video where uh, problems of youth generation, they were talking about alpha generation, that they're spending their time so much on phones that they have a brain issues, that some of the brain cells are not working. So they are giving instant gratification to their needs of satisfying some pleasure right now. So uh, don't eat everything whatever it's present front of you, and you cannot mate with absolutely anyone. You need to have restrictions. That's what yoga itself means. Okay. And in this loka, Lord Krishna, he himself says that eating habits should be regulated. Over restricting habits also should be regulated, like over reacting. Overworking habits should also be regulated, that we should not work too much. And just because food is good, you cannot be just eating the food all the time. And Krishna says, also says, regulating sleeping habit is also very important. Only sleeping will give you issues. It will take you to the tamasic, that you're not working, you're lazy, you will procrastinate if you give sleep more importance. So enough sleep is enough, and we will not have any difficulties on the path of Krishna consciousness. And when it comes to yoga, body, mind, and heart is bring balance in our life. Very good way to balance food in eating is that eat prasadam. No matter what you eat prasadam. When whatever you cook and eat, you will love eating prasadam. Many of us here is like working people. If you go somewhere for meeting, or some office sends you somewhere, if you go there also 5 days, still 5 days, you will be happy to eat in hotel or like anywhere. But after 5 days, when you call your mother, or like when when you yourself come back home, you want dal chawal, plain dal chawal, like nothing can beat dal chawal. That's what you will say. It is a common experience between us. We will agree to it. And in shloka 9, in this explanation only in Srimad Bhagavatam, Lord our Srila Prabhupada ji also explained that in Bhagavad Gita shloka 9.26, where
Hare Krishna, Mataji. We are unable to hear you. Hare Krishna. Puja Kataria Mataji, are you there?
She got logged off, Prabhuji.
Or maybe her internet
Has some
problem.
net problem.
Okay. So,
Prabhuji, can I present now?
Hare Krishna. So, if anybody is ready, can present. Otherwise, we'll discuss something about this 6th chapter.
I'm ready, Prabhuji.
Uma Mataji?
Yes, Prabhuji, I'm ready to present.
Yeah, go ahead, Mataji, please.
Prabhuji,
You're not getting the option to share your screen, Mataji? Hare Krishna, Uma Mataji. Hare Krishna, Uma Mataji, are you there? Hare Krishna.
Yes, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Uma Mataji is there or not there?
She is there, Prabhuji.
I'm there, Prabhuji, but I'm unable to share.
Oh, I made you co-host for this meeting, Mataji. You should be able to share.
Um,
Can you check now?
oh, 1 minute, Prabhuji, 1 minute. I'll try again.
Thank you all for patiently waiting. I really appreciate everybody. Though we are having some technical issues from different sides.
Prabhuji,
Yes.
can I mail it to can I send it to someone so
You
that
can-
they can share?
Yeah, you can send it to Shanti Tanya Mataji. She will share. Shanti Mataji is there.
Yeah. You can share it on Zoom. I can share it.
Mataji, you can give me your number. I will share.
Okay.
I don't.
Okay. 9686
1 minute, Mataji. 1 minute. 9686
866
866
443. I have pinged on Zoom.
44. I'll share it to you. This is only your WhatsApp number, no?
Yes.
Mm.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Yeah, Hare Krishna Puja Mataji.
Yeah, did you see my presentation, Mataji, or like in half it just gone?
Yeah, after that 3 slides, you were explaining about 9th chapter, Sloka. Then you got logged off, looks like, because of some net issue.
Logged off I explained whole slide, and when I was checking my cursor, it just stuck. I'm not able to log into my laptop now, and so I now joined through phone.
Okay, yeah, no problem.
Okay, thank you so much. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Yeah, thank you, Pooja Kataria Mataji. So Uma Mataji is now ready to present her presentation.
Yes,
Let's,
Prabhuji, yes.
Thank you. That was nice, Pooja Mataji.
Prabhuji, I'll just log out and send it because I am not unable to send it to her also.
Oh,
I'll
is it?
rejoin, Prabhuji.
Okay. Otherwise, you can do one thing, Mataji. You can just share your presentation in our WhatsApp group.
Mataji, I got it. Are you there?
She's rejoining, Mataji.
Okay. Prabhu, I got the message that host has disabled the participant screen sharing. Maybe you can make it me as a co-host. I'll share.
Yeah, I will go, Mataji. I actually am not using my laptop. That's the reason I would. Okay, no problem. Yes. Co-host. Yes, you're also co-host now. Wonderful. Okay. Dhyana Yoga. Good.
Hare Krishna to everyone. Now I'm going to speak about Bhagavad Gita, 6th chapter, 17th shloka, which goes,
Mataji, you are able to see my host screen, right?
yes, Mataji, I'm able to see.
Yeah, okay.
Yuktahara viharasya, yukta chestasya karmasu, yukta swapnavabodhasya, yogo bhavati dukkhaha. As we see in this shloka, one word is repeated in this shloka many times. That is yukta. Yukta means regulated or controlled. In this shloka, Krishna says to Arjuna that whatever we do in our life, that should be in a controlled manner, like eating, sleeping, working, recreating activities. All these should be in a controlled manner. Then only we will be free from all the miseries, and we can go into. Then this will lead to us into Krishna consciousness. If we will go every like all the habits in a order. Like if we go for excessive eating, our body says that this much food is enough for you. Don't take more. But still we end up eating more. Not every day. Few days whenever we go outside or something like that. Then also our body says that don't eat this much, but we end up eating. Then we are ultimately troubling our body. We are unable to say no to ourselves at that time. And if we go for example, if we see in metro cities, everyone likes to eat after 10 o'clock, after 12 o'clock, like that, so that they are not knowing that the timing also what they are choosing to eat, that will also affect our body, but they still end up eating. And if when we go for sleeping, Ayurveda recommends that we should sleep for 6 to 7 hours. That too, our biological clock is made in that way that during morning our energy is very high, so that whatever activities we perform, like working, eating, everything, that will be we will have enough strength to do all those activities. And night time is meant for sleeping, so that we will be healed and we will be rejuvenated for the next day of our life. But we don't follow that nowadays. We are not at all following that. Especially we see, again I'll go for the same example, like in metro cities, we will see that here nightlife is much more. Everybody likes to work till 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock. Some people work also required night shifts. There are night shifts, but for others it is not like that. Still they want to enjoy their life, so that they don't miss out anything. They feel like that if they don't enjoy during the night, they are missing out something. And they do again they are affecting their body only by not having proper sleep. They feel that if we sleep for, we need 6 to 8 hours of sleep, but that can be any time. It can be in the morning also. They have changed the biological clock also for their bodies. And next, working means all the government institutions and everything, everywhere it is recommended to work for 8 to 8.5 hours, 9 hours. Some people's work, they want extra. Some software companies, they need extra hours for work. But for everybody, it is not like that. If I take example of my field, I am working as a PhD student. In my field, if we see before 10 to 15 years before, we used to have less number of research institutes and less instruments for working, and many people has to use the same instrument. Then we don't get proper time to in the day to use that instrument. Many day scholar people who have to go to their homes, they will use the instrument, and others who can stay in hostel, who are staying in the hostels, so they used to work at night so that their experiments and their PhD work doesn't suffer. It was there before like this, but still now everyone is following that only. Now we have many research institutions and we have ample number of instruments also to work, but still in our field we see that everybody works at night. They like to work at night. In the morning times, they will roam here and there, and they will start working at night only. And again, this goes, they will go to sleep late, and they will be feeling next day completely lethargic. And recreation, when we go for recreation, we should have some time for us to, so that uh, we will feel activated from this routine life, like working, eating, and everything. We need some time for entertainment, but that should be limited so that it doesn't affect ourselves. And here we will see that many people like wait for the weekends only. They wait for the weekends. They completely enjoy during the weekend, and they don't make their body to rest so that it will be rejuvenated. And when they go next day, Monday to the work, they will be completely lethargic, and again they will wait for the weekend only. And this cycle is completely uh, continuing. We should know that where we have to say no to ourselves, to stop. This much is enough for us. Not this, more than this is not required for us. We should know this. Then only if we know this point, and we can control our this type of senses when it says uh, eat somewhat more and sleep for some more time. Okay, this is the weekend, let us enjoy for some more time. Then ultimately what we are doing is we are completely making suffer our body only, and finally we will end up having all the different type of psychosomatic diseases which have become now most common, and everybody said now diabetes is common, uh, hypertension is common, and mental disorders, these all are common, anxiety, everything. They feel that these all have become common now, which uh, by not controlling our senses and everything, we have ended up with all these things. If we control our senses, then we will be free from all these material pleasures which we are thinking that they are our pleasure, that they are our pleasures. So if we know a Krishna conscious person can regulate all these things in his life. So it can regulate all these things in his life. So we have to follow the Krishna consciousness. Mataji, next slide.
Yeah, Mataji. I don't know why it's not going.
So in conclusion, a Krishna conscious person is um, is regulated in all his duties he perform, and he knows that these material enjoyments are just temporary. Our higher taste is to reach Krishna. Next slide, Mataji. Done. Hare Krishna. Dandavat Pranam.
Thank you very much, Mataji. That was wonderful, enlightening. Okay, thank you very much for your effort.
Thank you, Prabhuji.
Thank you. So, anybody else wants to present? Okay. So, if nobody is there, I'll proceed with my talks. So, I really appreciate everyone, whoever has taken step forward to present the presentation. See, more than the content and the topic, the important thing is your sincerity, discipline, in presenting the topic. That makes you win. I really appreciate. See, the reason why we have come up with this task is that when we have to present, we will become more curious, and we will really, work and put our sincere efforts to learn that, to present, and that will really help us to memorize the sloka. Okay. So this is the sixth chapter, the Dhyana Yoga. This is very, very important chapter. Okay, another very, very important chapter. So how many of you know a little bit about this chapter? Anybody? Any comments? Any thoughts?
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Yes, please, Pandit.
Yeah, this chapter mainly tells us about Dhyana Yoga, otherwise known as Ashtanga Yoga.
Yes.
So Ashtanga Yoga is a step-by-step practice from the material level to reach the spiritual level. Yama, niyama, we know the do's and don'ts, what to follow, what not to follow.
Right.
Then next is asana, yama, niyama. Next is asana, you have to sit in a proper posture.
Yes.
Sitting in a proper posture, and if preferably in a secluded place, so that you can withdraw your mind, retract your mind and senses from other influences of like external influences. Then you have to learn to control your breath, pranayama, like everybody knows what pranayama means, controlling of breath. Then next is control your mind from distractions of other senses, external, because when the soul comes into existence, when it comes into contact with the Prakriti, like material nature, it is influenced by the modes of material nature. So naturally, it has the propensity to get attracted to sense objects. So we should practice to control our thoughts and action, not to be controlled by the senses, but by our intelligence. Pratyahara is to control your mind from the influence of the sense objects. Then you have to contemplate on the Lord's name. Then get into meditation. Then concentrate, you continuous chanting without any sort of distraction. You will come closer to the Supreme. The mind will come closer to the Lord. reaching samadhi state is something beyond normal person. So until yama, niyama, asana, pranayama, pratyahara, then it's on the material level. And it is said to be in the yoga ladder. It is said to be the yoga rurukshu stage, the first material platform. Next to that, you reach the spiritual platform when you do everything in service of the Lord. You are in contact with the Supreme Spirit, your mind, intelligence, everything will be coming closer to the Supreme. So you get to the spiritual level, and you are said to be in the Yoga Ruda stage. And here is this sloka also mentions at the material level how to control your senses. Yuktahara viharasya. Ahara vihara just doesn't mean the food. Whichever activities the senses are involved. Everything. And the swapna avabodhasya, your consciousness, it shouldn't get contaminated with material attraction. In such a state, one will attain the state of yoga, the union with the Lord.
Okay.
And will be freed from material things. What I could understand, Prabhuji, until this sloka.
Yeah, absolutely.
Hare Krishna,
Thank you.
Prabhu.
Thank you very much. So in this chapter, Krishna says a step-by-step process how one should meditate. Okay. So from second to fifth chapter, Krishna teaches Arjuna about how to perform karmas, how to control mind, eventually by controlling mind, to what stage you will go. All these things Krishna teaches to Arjuna. In this sixth chapter particularly, he teaches about how we need to make our body so that we can control how do we have to mold our body in another sense, or how do we have to shape our body to make sure we get control on our mind. Okay, so the present day meditation, what we see, present day the dhyana process, what we see is completely bereft of the process what is given by Krishna. So in the Bhagavad Gita 6th chapter, Krishna starts saying that योगींजिता सततम आत्मानामरहस्यस्थित एकाकीयति चित्तात्मा निराशीर अपरिग्रह शुचौ देशे प्रतिष्ठाप्य स्थिरमासनमात्मना नति उच्चरितं नति नीचं शैलाजन कुशोदरं तत्रैकाग्रं मनः कृत्वा एतच्चित्तेन्द्रिय क्रिया उपविश्यासति यत् योगमात्मा विशुद्धये समंकाय शिरोग्रीवं धारायानचलं स्थिरः संप्रेक्षान् नासिकाग्रं स्वां दिशश्च नवलोकयन् प्रशान्तात्मा विगतविद् ब्रह्मचारिवत् स्थितः मन संयम्य मच्चित्तो युक्तो असितं मत्पर युञ्जन्नेवं सदात्मानां योगिनी नियतमानस शांति निर्वाण अधिगच्छति नतियश्नतस्तु योगोऽसि न चैकान्तं नश्नत निचाति स्वप्नशीलस्य जागृतो नैव चार्जुन. Krishna says that one should first of all, a yogi should select a very very isolated secluded place, and after selecting that place he has to choose one place which is not higher or not very lower. Okay, so he has to make one particular kind of stage where he can conveniently sit, and sitting also he should make himself sit on kusha grass. There is a grass called as kusha grass. He has to lay the kusha grass, and on top of kusha grass he has to lay deer skin. Okay, so deer skin on deer skin one has to sit, and then he has to erect himself like this, and then he has to meditate. He should not close the eyes completely. He should half close the eyes and meditate upon the tip of the nose by erecting himself like this. I mean, the backbone should be erected, and like that then he has to start meditating, and he has to meditate on Krishna. He says mat chitta. Okay? So on Krishna, and to make ourselves fit to follow this process, we have to do some we have to change our lifestyle, and change our lifestyle in our eating habits and the sleeping habits. These are the main things that we need to bring change in, because if we eat more or if we eat less, we won't be able to, our bodies will not be able to, will not be fit to do meditation. So there is a step-by-step process given by Krishna how one has to do meditation. But present day meditation, present day there are many institutions who portray themselves as authentic schools of teaching meditation. They don't follow all this. They just say you meditate, that's all. And they don't even say on whom you have to meditate. Krishna in this series of slokas, he clearly said, okay, he clearly said that one should meditate upon him. Okay. And this Astanga, this process is called Astanga. It comes in the Astanga yoga process. Okay, so there is an 8-fold yoga system. Okay, in which which helps us to make our body fit enough to progress in spiritual life. Okay, so this Astanga yoga, the Yoga Sutras are invented or given to us by Patanjali. Patanjali is one of the incarnation of the Adisesh, the immediate expansion of Krishna. So the Adishesh, one of the expansion of Adishesh is Patanjali. He gave this Yoga Sutras. Okay, so so by following this 8-fold yoga system, so what will happen is, so within our body, we only know our body as skin, bones, flesh, blood, all this. However, there is something very subtle which is there in our body, that is called the those are called the Shat chakras. Those are called. There are 6 chakras which are there in our body, which starts from the Mooladhara, which is the starting point of our backbone. Okay. From there are 6 chakras which are situated, and the 7th one is the Sahasrara, which is on the on top of our forehead. Okay, so when you follow this process step by step, your chakras will get activated, and you will be able to control your mind. And in this process, there is a chance that we may get some bit supernatural powers also, if it is done properly. Okay, and uh, you will land up on such a stage that you can quit your body by your own whims. Okay, so we only know that the soul departs from the body when our Ayush Praman, our Ayush is done, when we die. However, the yogi who follows this process will get a strength of quitting the body whenever he wants. Okay, and there are yogis, in our sampradaya, Bhakti His Holiness Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami Maharaj. Okay, and there are many gurus who acquired that stage. However, though this process has a huge strength of which gives a huge strength to us, how to control our mind, how to get command on our activities and senses, but it is very, very tough to practice, because so the way how it should be practiced, how we should accommodate ourselves itself is not possible at this present age. Okay. So if one has to sit on deer skin, then before sitting on deer skin, he will be placed in beyond the bars. He'll be placed in jail. Okay. So these days, even to touch a deer is considered as a crime, because the government is very much concerned about the wildlife. So that's the reason this eightfold Ashtanga Yoga process, which starts with which starts with asana, ahara, pratyahara, pranayama, breathing control exercises, then dhyana, meditation, then samadhi. Okay, so samadhi on what? So some jnanis, the speculative jnanis, what they do is they meditate upon nothing. So they meditate upon something which is unmanifested, assuming that that is the supreme. So there was one famous story, like, it happened really. So there was a Ashtanga yogi who, who was a pro in Ashtanga yogi, okay, who was perfect in Ashtanga yoga process, who used to stay in samadhi for so many hours. Okay, and after getting perfection, he visited a king. He went to a king and he told the king that, my dear king, in those days, kings used to appreciate if anybody performs something which is unusual. Okay, so this Ashtanga yogi, he visited a king and he told king that, my dear king, I can control my breath for 24 hours, even more than that. Like that he said. And everybody was shocked. And king said, can you show me? Then this the Ashtanga yogi, what he said is, I can show, however, based on a condition. If I win, if I, if I win, then you need to award me with whatever I ask. Like that he said. Then the king accepted, and this yogi, he started meditating. Okay, he meditated, he went, he lost his samadhi, he was lost in samadhi. And what happened one day in 1950s, or somewhere around somewhere around 1950s, they were digging a tunnel. Okay, to lay a road, they were digging a tunnel. Then this yogi was found. Okay, so that means that from so many years, from hundreds of years, this yogi was under trance only. And immediately, I mean, even though people were shaking him, people were, they thought that this kind of a mummy, or dead body, because nobody was able to bring him back to the consciousness. But there was one another yogi who was also perfecting Ashtanga yoga process. He came and he know that by pressing where in a body can bring him back to the consciousness, and he did that. And this yogi, he immediately got back to the consciousness, and he asked, no, I won, I want the half of the kingdom. Like that he started talking. So that means that people who start their spiritual journey with this process, if they don't have clarity of their destination, it is just nothing but waste of time. So henceforth in this chapter, you will get to know what Arjuna's feelings about this process. I'm not saying this process is, I'm not saying this is a good process to follow. However, if it is not understood properly and followed, then it's waste of time. Because the reason why I'm talking about this is, when I started reading Bhagavad Gita, I read Bhagavad Gita in a very, very scrutinizing way, that I even compared Prabhupada's Bhagavad Gita and other Bhagavad Gitas. Why people are deviated to different paths? That was the biggest question in my mind. Okay, so when I started reading this chapter, particularly when I came to this series of slokas, what I observed is that in Krishna clearly says that after yogi accommodating himself with all these things, Machchitta, he says he should meditate upon me. Clearly he says. However, in other Bhagavad Gitas, the translation for that Machchitta is not mentioned. They just skip that. They don't say that on whom we have to meditate. You have to meditate, that's all. Some say that you have to meditate upon your yourself, your atma. Some say that you have to meditate, that's all. But Prabhupada clearly says, Krishna is talking to Arjuna. He is clear that those who follow this Ashtanga yoga process, they should also meditate upon me only. So this translation was missing in other Bhagavad Gitas. However, it is there in Bhagavad Gita as it is. Because of this translation, because of skipping this translation properly, people, they don't understand. They don't have clarity of their destination. They keep on practicing this eightfold process. uh, of course they may get control, they may get some little bit supernatural powers, but however, why? For what? One day we have to quit this body, whether you are a Ashtanga yogi, you are a perfect Ashtanga yogi, or whomsoever you may be. One day we have to quit this body. When we quit the body, where do we have to go? We have to train our mind that what is our address of destination. Otherwise, then uh, waste of time. So it's a very, very important uh, yoga process which is being told by Krishna, which is not followed in the present days. People are misguided, misled. Okay? Because in Kali Yuga, the only process is, to elevate or progress in spiritual life easily is chanting the holy names of Lord. And people keep that aside, which is very, very easy, and they choose which is very, very tough. Hence, it's a misguidance. The valuable time of human beings are being wasted by not teaching them the proper process of eightfold yoga. Okay. So I request all of you to read the purports, the translations, how the actual yoga should be done. So that's all I want to talk. And henceforth in this chapter, there is a lot to discuss. However, since we are at 6.17 only, so I thought of sharing my experiences about this chapter. So that's all. Okay. So anybody has any questions? So otherwise, we will discuss about another topic. Hare Krishna. Any comments and questions?
No problem.
So, as per our schedule, we also have to discuss about Guru Vandana. Okay? So, the Guru Vandana Vaishnava song we have to discuss. So, Gordon Prabhu told me to, share this Guru Vandana shloka, this Guru Vandana song, and asked, whoever can memorize or come up with a presentation on this can come up. So I'll talk a little bit about Guru Vandana. Okay, I'll share the Guru Vandana song. Just give me one moment. So daily, face on duties, it starts with Samsara Davanala, then then meditation. After that, Shringara Arati. Then we recite the Guru Vandana, sincere prayers to Guru, requesting to bless us, empower us. So that Guru Vandana we recite. Very wonderful Vaishnava song. So, okay, so the song, the Vaishnava Gita goes like this: Shri Guru Charana Padma Kevala Bhakati Sadma Mandamoi Savadana Mate Jahara Prasadi Bhai E Bhava Turiya Jai Krishna Prapti Hoye Jaha Ate. So this is the first verse of the Guru Vandana. So it is said that the lotus feet of our spiritual master are the only way by which we can attain pure devotional service. I bow to his lotus feet, uh, with great awe and reverence. By his grace, one can cross the ocean of material suffering and obtain the mercy of Krishna. So it is glorified that I pray the lotus feet of my Guru. Okay, so which is the only source which will help me to get the mercy of Krishna. So we discussed about this, how one should approach a guru in fourth chapter of Bhagavad Gita. Tadviti Pranipadena Praprashnena Seva Upadeksham Vide Jnanam Jnanina Tattva Darshana. Okay. So we need to submit ourselves to Guru very sincerely, surrender to him, and inquire sincerely about different inquire different things, and by that way we have to learn. That's the pure source which is being suggested by Lord to get the knowledge, and that is the only source to obtain the mercy of Krishna. So Krishna, he teaches. When he came, when Krishna. So when Krishna, he he took the Krishna form. He also followed this process. He also surrendered himself to one of the guru. His guru was Sandipani Muni, and he sincerely learned different subjects from Sandipani Muni. Though he's a supreme personality, he knows everything, past, present, and future. But still, he submitted himself to Sandipani Muni, and he learned different subjects from Sandipani Muni. Okay, so that's an ideal example that Krishna gives, that one has to submit himself to Guru to obtain the mercy of Lord. So that's about the first verse of the Guru Vandana, and I will share this Guru Vandana song. There is a wonderful app, which has all the Vaishnava songs. I'll share that app in our group so that you can install and you can practice the Vaishnava Gitas. Okay. So Guru Mukha Padma Vakya Chitte Koriya Arana Kori Ho Mane Asha Shri Guru Charane Rati ऐसे उत्तम गति जो प्रसाद पूरे सर्व आशा. So the meaning of the second verse is, my only wish is to have my consciousness purified by the words emanating from his lotus mouth. Attachment to his lotus feet is the perfection that fulfills all desires. So when we submit ourselves to Guru, if we don't have proper faith on what he's telling, then it's again waste of time. Before we choose the Guru, we have to ascertain many things or qualities within him, and then we have to choose a Guru, approach him, and if you don't work on selecting a Guru, then if you choose a Guru who is not bona fide or who is not qualified, then that will not help us. We will always have a skeptical going on in our mind, whether to believe his words or not. Okay. So always, who is called a perfect Guru? Can anybody tell? We discussed in Samsara Davanala. What are the ideal qualities of a Guru? Can anybody illustrate few? Couple of qualities.
Guru, he should follow 4 regulative principles that Srila Prabhupada said, and he should do. I can only cover. He should be very loyal to Srila Prabhupada. He should be seeing Srila Prabhupada teachings more important, and seeing him, and he should follow all the IDCs, whatever norms and laws what ISKCON has, ISKCON law, he should follow that, and he should definitely see as like Krishna as a Godhead, supreme Godhead, and everything belongs to Krishna, and he himself also belongs to Krishna. If he is a male Guruji, and all the female belongs to Krishna. If a female is a Guru, all male belongs to Krishna. It's not his or her property.
Yeah, thank you. So first of all, the ideal quality that we look in, that we should look in a guru is that easy coming from a authentic, bona fide sampradaya or not, parampara or not. There are four authentic Vaishnava sampradayas, easy coming from one amongst them or not. Okay, and when he speaks something, is he speaking something from scriptures, or when he speaks something, is he giving scriptural reference for that or not? Okay, then we can trust his words. So person can speak anything. However, one should not speak from mental speculation. If one should speak when we are teaching something which is spiritual, which is bhakti, which is about Krishna, then we should give proper reference. In so and so scripture, so and so, Quran, it is being said like that, like this. Okay, so he has to put the references. Then we can trust on his words. So whatever comes from his mouth is a pure knowledge. So when we hear to that, that's when we become purified and we get chance to progress in our spiritual life. Okay? So third sloka. चक्षुदान निलुजे जन्मे जन्मे प्रभु से दिव्य ज्ञान हृदय प्रकाशितो प्रेम भक्ति जहाँ होते अविद्या विनाश जाते वेदे गाय जहाँ चरितो. So the translation of the third verse is, he opens my darkened eyes and fills my heart with transcendental knowledge. He is my Lord, birth after birth. From him, ecstatic prema emanates. By him, ignorance is destroyed. The Vedic scriptures sing of his character. Okay. So in scriptures, approaching Guru is being emphasized in a very, very top manner. Because if one doesn't take shelter of a Guru, then you cannot trust him that he has learned proper knowledge. And he said that. So he opens my darkened eyes and fills my heart with transcendental knowledge. So Guru is the person who takes us through the different philosophical discussions. Okay, and who reveals the inner depth meaning of the philosophies or the scriptures. That will open our eyes. It doesn't mean that we are closed all these days. We are closed. We are open. We have opened our eyes externally, but internally, at mental level, we have closed our eyes. Because we are not aware what to choose. We are not aware whom to approach. If we are not aware what is the purpose of life, then it's nothing but we have closed our eyes mentally. So Guru is one such person who opens our eyes, okay, with the transcendental knowledge. He is my Lord, birth after birth. From him, he is my Lord, birth after birth. From him, ecstatic prema emanates. Okay, so birth after birth. The reason why we are taking birth after birth is, we don't have pure love towards Krishna. Okay? So because we don't have pure love towards Krishna, we are taking birth after birth, and by association of Guru, so that ecstatic prema comes to us. Okay, and by him, ignorance is destroyed. The Vedic scriptures sing of his character. So he is the one who kills ignorance in us. And as I said, in our Sanatan Dharma, there is a famous quote which is been quoted: Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu, Guru Deva Maheshwara, Guru Sakshat Brahma. So the Guru is treated in such a way that in our parampara also Guru is treated in such a way that it is said, it is glorified in Samsara Dhamanala that Sakshad Haritvena. So Guru must be treated as equal as God, but must be honored, respected as equal as God. However, we cannot say he is complete God. So the respect that we should show as we show to the God. Okay? Uh, so in that way, in such high accord, Vedas glorify the Guru Tattva. Okay, and the fourth one, Shri Guru Karna Sindhu Adhama Janara Bandhu Lokanath Lokera Jivana Aha Prabhu Guru Daya Deho Mora Pada Jai Evijash Kushak Tribhuvana. So our spiritual master is the ocean of mercy, the friend of the poor, and the Lord and master of the devotees. O Lokanatha Goswami, O master, be merciful unto me. Give me the shade of your lotus feet. Your fame is spread all over the three worlds. So this song is composed by Narottama Das Thakur. So his spiritual master is Lokanath Goswami. So Lokanath Goswami is one of the close associate of the uh, of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. He lived with Shata Goswamis. Lokanath Goswami is a very exalted acharya. Okay, and he took a vow that he will not give initiation diksha to anybody, because he considered himself as an unqualified person to give diksha to anybody. However, Narottam Das Thakur, who composed many Vaishnava songs, and Narottam Das Thakur is one of the greatest acharya who, after Shata Goswamis, he took responsibility to print and promote the literature written by Shata Goswamis, especially Jiva Goswami. So today, if we are reading Chaitanya Charitamrita, different scriptures from in our Vaishnava Parampara means, Narottama Das Thakur, he went, invested a lot of efforts to print and give it to us. So he is Narottam Das Thakur. So one day, Narottam Das Thakur, he decided to get initiated by Lokanath Goswami. So he was aspiring to take initiation from Lokanath Goswami. However, Lokanath Goswami, he denied. He said, I am not qualified to give initiation. And Narottama Das Thakur is, one such great personality that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu one day, he was sitting with Nityananda Mahaprabhu, Nityananda Prabhu and other associates at a river called Padma River, which is in Bangladesh. Suddenly he got up and he ran into the Padma River saying that Narottam, 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 my dear Narottam, when will you come, like that? Then Nityananda Prabhu and all others, they were shocked. They were confused, and they inquired that, oh, my dear Mahaprabhu, who is Narottam? We never heard of his name. We never saw him. Who is he? Like that they inquired. Then Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, he will come in future. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu predicted that Narottam Das will come in future, and he will take responsibility of preaching and propagating the Vaishnava literature. So such a great personality is Narottama Das Thakur. So, and the Lokanath Goswami, Bhugarpa Goswami, there are many Vaishnava acharyas who were actually at their last stage of life. They were waiting for Narottama Das Thakur, and once Narottama Das Thakur, they thought of handing over this entire literature to him, and they can peacefully go back to Goloka. Like that, they thought, and they were waiting for Narottama Das Thakur. So Narottama Das Thakur, one day he ran away from his home and he went to Vrindavan. There are many pastimes, where I'm just cutting short because of time lapse. So Narottama Das Thakur, once they heard of the Narottama Das Thakur, they identified this Narottam is none other than the Narottam who Chaitanya Mahaprabhu spoke about. Okay, and they honored him. They, all the Vaishnavacharyas, they blessed him. Okay, and he aspired to take Diksha from Lokanath Goswami. Lokanath Goswami, he denied. So Narottam Das Thakur, he served him in such a way that he used to serve when Lokanath Goswami used to go washroom, and when he used to use washroom, he used to clean the washroom, keep it clean, and make sure he to keep enough water so that he doesn't difficulty in getting water. All those. So in such a very humble manner, Narottam Das Thakur served Lokanath Goswami. So he pleaded Lokanath Goswami to give Diksha. So Narottam Das Thakur, he composed his sincere request in this form on Lokanath Goswami for Diksha. Hence, it has become a wonderful request for all of us to glorify our Guru. So that's the greatness of this Vaishnava Gita, Vaishnava song. I'll share this song. So, Govardhan Prabhu said that he wants you to, share your thoughts or share your presentation on this particular Vaishnava Gita as well. Okay, so that's all. I want to stop here. Anybody, any questions? Hare Krishna.
No problem.
So if you have any other questions, you can ask. Otherwise, we will conclude the class. However, can anybody, share a few points about the Guru Vandana? What you thought? What is? What you understood? What are your comments? Anybody? 1 point, 1 or 2. Anybody who wants to speak? Sapan Prabhu, he wants to add something to this Guru Vandana. Hare Krishna. Anybody else? If nobody wants to share anything, then we will conclude the class here. Hare Krishna.
Prabhuji, Guru Vandana, we can only do one time, or like morning also, evening also we should do, Prabhuji?
Usually we do in the morning. So since it is a wonderful Vaishnava Gita glorifying the greatness of Guru, we can sing in the evening also.
The morning is compulsory, Prabhuji.
Yeah, morning we do compulsory.
Okay.
Okay. So anybody, any other questions?
Prabhuji, you said like we should treat a guru like God. How should
we should treat Guru like
God, like equal to God. Like, how is that possible? Like, how can we treat equally to God?
So we need to honor him in that way. How we honor Lord, in that way we have to respect and honor Guru. Okay? It doesn't mean that we have to worship him as God. We have to respect him as with that level, with that stage. So in our parampara, every day we do Aharati to Srila Prabhupada also, and every day we do Aharati to Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Radha Krishna also. Okay. So why are we doing that? The reason is that he never asked. He taught us we should respect Guru in such a way. However, he did not request us to do this because it's for our betterment we are doing. Okay, so we have to respect at par with God, but we should not worship Him as God. If we worship Him as God, then again there is something like my work philosophy. So we have to respect the Guru we in that way. So like we honor God, that way we have to honor our Gurus.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Yes, Mataji.
And there is one point I would like to add. Like Krishna himself will tell Kuchela, no? Gurur anugraheneva puman purna prashantaye.
Yeah. Yes, Mataji.
You
Yeah,
can tell
that's
me more on.
say he sets an example by becoming a disciple of Sandipani Muni. Yeah, that's nice. Yeah. So he says to Sudama, in South India we call him as Kuchel.
Yeah.
Oh, this is Sudama. Kuchel is not a good name to be addressed.
Yeah, we commonly tell Kuchela, so I just mentioned like that.
I mean, the meaning of Kuchela is a person who is wearing torn cloth.
Clothes. Yeah.
So Sudama, we have
Suddenly,
Sudama. No problem. I mean, in South India, we have been taught like that. He's a great devotee. Yeah. So Krishna instructs Sudama that the importance of Guru, because the reason why we have to select a Guru is because if we learn everything by ourselves, we will land up on false ego. We'll think that I learned everything, I know everything, nobody taught me. That's a false ego which will again will not help us to progress in a spiritual life. So that's the reason we have to choose a Guru. We have to follow his instructions. Okay? We have to respect. When we can follow his instructions, when we have respect on a person, then only we will be able to obey his orders, right? That's the reason respecting, honoring Guru is very, very important. Otherwise, we will not heartfully follow his instructions. Okay? That's the reason he suggested that Sakshad Haritvena. You should treat Guru as respect, honor Guru as you respect Hari. Okay.
thank you, Prabhu.
Welcome, Mother. Thank you for adding few points. Thank you. I request everybody to voluntarily share your comments, thoughts. We'll keep it as very, very interactive session. Otherwise, just listening and living, that doesn't help us to memorize the things. Okay. So when you learn something, you should also meditate. You should also meditate upon that what you have learned. Otherwise, we lose the memory of that. Okay. So thank you. Any other questions? Okay. So the task for next class is presentation on this Guru Vandana. So importance of Guru, how to select a bona fide Guru, how to submit to a Guru, bona fide Guru. Okay. So I'll share this app in which you'll find this Vaishnava Gita. You'll find all the Vaishnava Gitas. Okay. And you can prepare a nice presentation. Okay. So thank you all for joining today. So I pray Krishna bless all of you, those who have joined today, to bless them with wonderful success in material and spiritual life. Hare Krishna. Thank you all for joining today. Ancha kalpatarobhyascha kripa sindhubhyascha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavibhyo namaha. Hare Krishna.